Harley-Davidson Fat Boy, 1990 to present day. Harley-Davidson Fat Boy, it's like the heavyweight champion of the Harley lineup, built to intimidate and impress. Introduced in 1990, the Fat Boy quickly became an icon thanks to its bold, muscular look. The model earned its fame due to the fat tires and solid disc wheels that set it apart from the rest. It's not just a motorcycle, it's a rolling statement of "I'm here to be seen." But here's the kicker. The Fat Boy isn't just a beauty, it's a beast too. The 2019 Fat Boy 114, for example, has a 114 cubic inch Milwaukee 8 engine, putting out about 100 horsepower. This makes it a powerhouse that can handle highway cruising with ease while showing off its shiny chrome. The ride is surprisingly smooth thanks to the soft tail design, and the wide, fat tires help the bike hug the road like it was made to be there. So, how fast? Well, top speed can hit around 105 miles per hour, which is enough to get you on the highway and out of trouble. Interestingly, Harley sold over 3,000 units of the Fat Boy in 2022 alone in the US market, which speaks to its enduring popularity. The price? Well, you'll be looking at about $19,000 for a 2023 model. Not bad for a bike that practically screams legendary. If you're someone who wants a motorcycle that turns heads and holds its ground for years, this is one Fat Boy you'll want in your collection. Harley-Davidson Street Glide, 2006 to present day. Harley-Davidson Street Glide. It's what you get when you combine sleek touring capabilities with that unmistakable Harley attitude. Introduced in 2006, the Street Glide is Harley's take on the perfect road cruiser. With its batwing fairing, it looks fast even when standing still. A modern classic, this bike was designed to eat up miles and do it in style. The 2023 Street Glide Special comes with the Milwaukee 8 114 engine that offers around 92 pound-feet of torque. This makes it perfect for long rides across the country, even with luggage and a passenger. And when you're rolling down the highway, the top speed reaches about 110 miles per hour. Fast enough to keep you ahead of most traffic, but not so fast that you'll find yourself making a deal with a speed camera. Speaking of comfort, the Street Glide is built for long-distance cruising, featuring an infotainment system, cruise control, and premium audio to make the journey feel like you're cruising in your living room. Harley-Davidson moved over 8,000 units of the Street Glide in 2022 alone, showing just how much this bike has captured the hearts of American riders. Expect to shell out around $27,000 for the 2023 model. Not bad for a bike that's as much about comfort as it is about speed. If you're dreaming of long, scenic trips where the bike feels more like a partner than just a mode of transport, the Street Glide is your road companion. Harley-Davidson FLT Tour Glide, 1980 to 1983. If you're into vintage bikes with a cult following, look no further than the Harley-Davidson FLT Tour Glide. Introduced in 1980, this was Harley's first ever bike to feature a frame-mounted fairing, making it a significant leap forward for their touring line. Back then, the FLT Tour Glide was the future. It had all the bells and whistles, including air suspension, dual disc brakes, and even an integrated cruise control. Powered by a 74 cubic inch shovelhead engine, this bike might not win any drag races, but it'll comfortably cruise at around 75 miles per hour, which is perfect for those who prefer scenic routes over straight-line speed. What's truly surprising is that it set the groundwork for later Harley touring bikes, giving birth to models like the Street Glide and Road King. However, due to its frame-mounted fairing and early 80s design, it's definitely a rare gem. You'd be lucky to find one, but when you do, you're looking at a piece of history. Harley-Davidson Road King, 1994 to present day. The Harley-Davidson Road King is the perfect combination of classic and modern. It was introduced in 1994 and quickly became the go-to choice for bikers who wanted a touring bike with traditional Harley flair. Featuring the iconic Road King fairing, it manages to balance the aesthetics of a cruiser with the luxury of a touring bike. The 2023 Road King Special comes with a Milwaukee 8 114 engine that generates about 100 pound-feet of torque, making it a solid performer on any road trip. On the highway, it easily reaches speeds of 110 miles per hour, but it's the comfort and style that really shine. With its soft-tail suspension, advanced braking system, and rider-friendly ergonomics, you'll be riding comfortably for hours without even realizing it. Expect to pay about $23,000 for this modern classic. And despite its large frame and heavyweight build, the Road King continues to impress with its handling. Harley-Davidson sold over 6,000 units of this model in the US in 2022. If you're looking for the kind of bike that gets better the longer you own it, the Road King should be on your radar. Harley-Davidson Softail Heritage Classic, 1986 to present day. The Harley-Davidson Softail Heritage Classic is a bike that tells a story of the past while delivering the future. Introduced in 1986, it has evolved into one of Harley's most iconic models, combining the old-school design of the 50s with modern tech. The 2023 model retains that retro vibe with its beautiful chrome finish and quick-detach windshield that gives it the flexibility of a classic cruiser. Under the hood, the Milwaukee 8 107 engine offers a healthy 110 pound-feet of torque. With this setup, you'll have no problem cruising at a top speed of about 100 miles per hour. What makes the Heritage Classic stand out is the Softail suspension, which gives it a smooth, comfortable ride while maintaining the vintage aesthetic. It's also loaded with tech like LED lighting and an infotainment system that's perfect for road trips. If you want one, expect to drop around $20,000 for the latest version. Despite the modern updates, Harley has sold over 5,000 units of the Heritage Classic in the US in 2022. Why? Because it has that blend of nostalgia and performance that people love. Harley-Davidson Dyna Super Glide, 1971 to 2017. The Dyna Super Glide has been part of Harley-Davidson's history since 1971, and it's been a fan favorite ever since. It's that perfect middle ground between a cruiser and a touring bike, offering something for everyone. From its bobber-esque design to its aggressive performance, the Dyna Super Glide is perfect for someone who wants to feel the road beneath them while still enjoying some creature comforts. The 2016 Dyna Super Glide featured the 103 cubic inch twin-cam engine, which provides plenty of power. Expect around 85 horsepower and a top speed of 110 miles per hour. It's an ideal bike for someone who wants a powerful, no-frills ride that can tackle both city streets and long roads. Surprisingly, the Dyna was discontinued in 2017, but not before selling over 10,000 units in the US during its prime. What makes the Dyna truly legendary, though, is its versatility. It was a bike that could be customized in countless ways, giving riders the freedom to personalize their ride. If you're lucky enough to find one on the used market, expect to pay anywhere from $7,000 to $12,000, depending on the year and condition. Harley-Davidson XR750, 1970 to 1980. The Harley-Davidson XR750 is a legendary name in the world of dirt track racing. Introduced in 1970, this bike was designed for speed, agility, and raw power. While it never had the sleek road-going design of other Harleys, the XR750 made its mark on the racetrack. It became the motorcycle of choice for many of the best dirt track racers, including Burt Munro and Scott Parker, and dominated racing circuits for years. Powering this monster was a 750cc V-twin engine, capable of producing over 70 horsepower. It could reach speeds of 120 miles per hour, which is astounding when you consider its frame was built for off-road, not highway use. The XR750 wasn't just a bike, it was a winning machine, securing 29 national championships for Harley-Davidson in the American Flat Track Series. That's a serious legacy. Despite being discontinued in 1980, the XR750 remains a highly sought-after collector's item. In fact, an original, fully restored model can fetch anywhere between $25,000 and $50,000 at auction. Harley-Davidson XLH Sportster, 1957 to 2020. The Harley-Davidson XLH Sportster has been a staple in the Harley lineup since 1957, and it holds a special place in many riders' hearts. It was designed to be a lightweight, entry-level bike, perfect for those who wanted to experience the Harley lifestyle without committing to the heavyweights. Over the decades, the Sportster evolved from a simple cruiser into a bike that could hold its own on any road. The 2020 XLH Sportster model featured an 883cc engine that could produce around 53 horsepower. Its top speed hovered around 100 miles per hour, which, while not the fastest, was more than enough for casual cruising or short-distance touring. The Sportster's success is in its versatility. It's a bike that can be customized endlessly, whether you're into chopper-style builds or just looking for a reliable commuter. It's also a model that Harley-Davidson continued to sell for decades, with over 300,000 units being sold in the US alone. Because of its longevity, the price range for a used Sportster can vary greatly, from as low as $3,000 for an older model to $10,000 for recent versions. If you want a piece of Harley history at a relatively affordable price, the Sportster is still one of the best options out there. Harley-Davidson FX Super Glide, 1971 to 2006. The Harley-Davidson FX Super Glide is often credited with being the first factory custom motorcycle. Launched in 1971, this bike marked a pivotal moment in Harley history as it was the first model to feature the FX frame, which would go on to be used for many future custom Harley builds. A design that was born out of the custom bike scene, the Super Glide combined the power of a 74 cubic inch shovelhead engine with a unique, more compact frame that made it quicker and more maneuverable than larger Harleys. This bike was perfect for riders who didn't want to sacrifice performance for style. In fact, the FX Super Glide could hit top speeds of about 100 miles per hour, which combined with its lighter build made it a standout in the early 70s. The Super Glide became the motorcycle of choice for many riders looking to customize their bike from the factory floor, and it proved incredibly popular with the counterculture movement of the time. After years of production, the FX Super Glide was eventually discontinued in 2006, but not before over 150,000 units were sold. Today, vintage versions can be found for around $8,000 to $15,000 depending on their condition. Harley-Davidson FLH Electric Glide, 1965 to present day. The Harley-Davidson FLH Electric Glide is synonymous with touring and comfort. Introduced in 1965, the Electric Glide revolutionized Harley's approach to long-distance motorcycles by introducing the electric start, a groundbreaking feature at the time. It quickly became a favorite among long-haul riders, and its style and performance made it an enduring model in the Harley lineup. The 2023 Electric Glide Standard features a 107 cubic inch Milwaukee 8 engine, giving it about 90 pound-feet of torque. It's built for comfort with features like an adjustable suspension, a batwing fairing, and the infotainment system that's become standard on Harley touring models. The Electric Glide can comfortably hit 110 miles per hour and cruise all day, no matter how long the road is in front of you. Harley-Davidson has sold over 250,000 units of the Electric Glide in the US alone, cementing it as a classic among Harley enthusiasts. The price for a new Electric Glide will run you about $22,000, but it's an investment in comfort and reliability. The Electric Glide isn't just a bike, it's an experience that embodies what it means to hit the open road. Harley-Davidson VRSCA V-Rod, 1999 to 2017. If you're into cutting-edge performance and futuristic design, the Harley-Davidson VRSCA V-Rod is the bike for you. Launched in 1999, the V-Rod was unlike anything Harley had produced before. It featured a Revolution engine designed by Porsche. Yes, Porsche. And it was Harley's first bike to use a liquid-cooled engine. It marked the company's bold step into the modern age with performance metrics that could rival many of the sport bikes on the market. The 2005 V-Rod was powered by an 1130cc liquid-cooled engine, producing around 115 horsepower. This was no slowpoke, with a top speed of over 130 miles per hour, making it one of the fastest Harleys ever produced. The V-Rod's sleek, modern design set it apart from the rest of the Harley family, but it also made it a more divisive model among hardcore Harley fans. Over its production run, Harley sold over 50,000 units of the V-Rod, though it was eventually discontinued in 2017. Today, you can find a used V-Rod from anywhere between $7,000 to $15,000, depending on the model year. Livewire 1, 2019 to present day. Enter the Livewire 1, Harley-Davidson's first electric motorcycle, and quite possibly the most shocking move in the brand's entire history. Launched in 2019, the Livewire 1 is Harley's response to the growing demand for electric motorcycles, and it's impressive. The Livewire 1 features a 15.5 kilowatt-hour battery and an electric motor that can produce up to 105 horsepower. This bike is fast, hitting 60 miles per hour in just 3 seconds, and it's silent, so don't expect that trademark Harley rumble. One of the biggest surprises is its range. The Livewire 1 can go up to 146 miles on a single charge, which, while not on par with traditional gas bikes, is certainly enough for most city commuters. The top speed is 110 miles per hour, making it a legitimate contender in terms of performance. Harley-Davidson sold around 1,000 units of the Livewire in 2022, and it's priced at around $22,000, which is steep for an electric bike. But when you consider the cost of gas and maintenance for traditional bikes, it makes sense for some riders. Harley-Davidson Pan America 1250, 2020 to present day. The Harley-Davidson Pan America 1250 is the bike that broke the mold and redefined what it means to be a Harley-Davidson. Launched in 2020, the Pan America was Harley's first foray into the adventure touring ADV category, a market previously dominated by brands like BMW and Suzuki. But if anyone could make waves in this segment, it was Harley, and the Pan America delivered. The 1250cc V-twin engine is no joke, producing 150 horsepower and a healthy 94 pound-feet of torque. It's a powerful bike, and with a top speed of around 125 miles per hour, it's not afraid to stretch its legs on the highway. The Pan America's appeal lies in its versatility. It's designed for long-distance touring, off-road adventures, and everything in between, with semi-active suspension that adjusts based on road conditions. Whether you're riding through dirt trails or taking a leisurely highway cruise, the Pan America adapts with you. Harley-Davidson sold over 7,000 units of the Pan America in its first year, proving that adventure bike enthusiasts were looking for a Harley with a bit more versatility. At around $17,000, it's competitively priced against other bikes in the category like the BMW GS. Plus, the Pan America comes with cutting-edge tech like the Bluetooth-enabled touchscreen and cornering ABS for a safer ride. It might be hard to imagine a Harley handling tight corners and off-road terrain, but the Pan America has proven that anything is possible with the right engineering. Harley-Davidson VR1000, 1994 to 2001. The Harley-Davidson VR1000 was a motorcycle ahead of its time. Introduced in 1994, it was Harley's attempt at creating a high-performance racing bike that could compete with the likes of Suzuki, Honda, and Yamaha. It featured a 1000cc V-twin engine that made 135 horsepower, a serious amount of power for the era. The VR1000 was designed specifically for superbike racing and was part of Harley's bold move into the world of competitive motorsports. Unfortunately, the VR1000 never became a major success on the track. Although it did manage to finish second in several superbike races, the bike's performance didn't quite live up to expectation, and production was halted in 2001. Still, the VR1000 is remembered as a pivotal moment in Harley's history, a bike that tried to blend the company's traditional heritage with cutting-edge, race-ready technology. Harley-Davidson sold only about 1,000 units of the VR1000, and these bikes are now considered rare collectibles. You might be able to find one for $15,000 to $25,000 depending on its condition. Despite its relative lack of success in racing, the VR1000 will always be remembered as the first factory Harley to go head-to-head with European and Japanese competitors in the high-performance racing world. Harley-Davidson VR SCDX Night Rod Special, 2007 to 2017. The Harley-Davidson VR SCDX Night Rod Special is one of the most distinctive-looking Harleys ever produced. Launched in 2007, the Night Rod took the already aggressive-looking V-Rod and added a sleek, blacked-out aesthetic with a menacing appeal. The Night Rod had a 1250cc engine that produced around 122 horsepower, making it one of the most powerful cruisers Harley had ever made at the time. If you want to talk speed, this bike can hit 120 miles per hour with ease. What really sets the Night Rod Special apart from other cruisers, however, is its style. The blacked-out finishes, from the engine to the exhaust, make this bike look like it's built for dark alleys and late-night rides. The low-slung seat, aggressive stance, and exposed frame all add to its badass aesthetic. It's a bike that turns heads for both its performance and its looks. Over its 10-year production run, Harley sold approximately 20,000 units of the Night Rod Special, though its more niche appeal means it's harder to find today. The price for a used model generally falls between $8,000 and $12,000, depending on the year and condition. If you're into aggressive styling with an unrelenting attitude, the Night Rod Special is a must-have addition to the Harley lineup.